سلام علیکم. بلال طاهری هستم از گروه دریچه سینما. در خدمتتون هستم با یک لایو دیگه از سری لایو های خیلی خوش اومدین. در خدمتتون هستم با یک دیگه از سری لایو های ملاقات با دبیران و مدیران جشنواره های بین المللی که جهت آشنایی شما دوستان با نحوه عملکرد فستیوال ها و جشنواره های بین المللی تدارک دیده شدن. یک مدتی تعدادی از جشنواره ها رو صحبت کردیم که میتونید در قسمت IGTV شون به شما خواهم داد. خب منتظر هستیم تا ایشون هم ملحق بشه. فکر کنم که اوکی شد. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I'm very well. Can you see me on camera? I can't see myself.
Okay. I'm introducing you in Persian for our audience, and we will talk more with you. Okay. عرض میکردم خدمتتون که همکنون در خدمت جناب دن هستیم که در واقع جزء دبیران جشنواره فیوژن هستن. جشنواره فیوژن یک جشنواره جالبی هست و من دوست داشتم که با این نوع جشنواره هم آشنا بشین، از این بابت که یک جزء در واقع 100 جشنواره برتر فیلم فریوی هستن و نکته دوم این هستش که جزو جشنواره‌هایی هستن که در سراسر اروپا در 4 شهر این فستیوال برگزار میشه. ما مصاحبهمون به زبان انگلیسی خواهد بود و من سعی میکنم که در میانه راه بعضی از حرفای ایشون رو ترجمه کنم، ولی در نهایت ما اینها رو به صورت زیرنویس شده با ساب تایتل در یوتیوب یا جاهای دیگه قرار خواهیم داد. Okay. Thank you for joining us, and it is my pleasure to having you, and we are ready to know more about your festival and know about your festival history.
Lovely. Thank you. I wish I could speak Persian so I could communicate with your audience better, but it's great to be here. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you too.
So our festivals, we run 4 festivals each year across Europe. This year's been a little bit different for obvious reasons. And we've now hosted we're just in the process of hosting our first online virtual festival. I've been involved in over 20 independent film festivals across Europe, and I wanted to launch my own group alongside my colleague, and we decided to do that back in 2017. We then spent 2018 planning, much like filmmakers with their projects. And in 2019, we launched our first year with Fusion International Film Festivals is our brand, but we have the North Europe International Film Festival, East Europe, South Europe, and West Europe. And we host those events in London, England, Valencia, Spain, Warsaw in Poland, and Brussels in Belgium. And the focus is to create an environment that brings creative minds together from all around the world.
Mm-hmm. Do you screen same movies in these 4 cities, or do you screen different movies, and each festival has its own selection and movies?
so that each festival is its own brand. However, filmmakers that love what we do can submit their project to North, East, South, West, but they can't submit the same project to North the next year. It can only do one cycle. But we have some films which follow us, and then we have new films and new scripts each festival.
Okay. And so excuse me. Okay. And so how many audience your festival has, and how many each year filmmakers or professionals attend to your festival?
No problem. So first I want to talk about the submissions, which is very important. So each festival, although London is our biggest one, has around about 700 to 800 submissions per festival. And that can be shorts, features, scripts, everything. We then screen around about 140 to 160 films. All our screenings are free, and we do that throughout the week. And filmmakers, we get around about, we're a small group of festivals, but we get around about 200 to 300 filmmakers and creatives throughout the week coming in. And at the minute, the COVID situation may impact that, but we get a nice number in the screening rooms. We run 3 rooms at the same time. So there's 3 films on in 3 different rooms. So one room might be full and the other one might have a small number in there. But yeah, we screen throughout the week to a nice number, not at the stage of the thousands at the minute. But we have small numbers that love film, that love independent art and enjoy watching what we put on show.
But I think filmmakers love your festival because your rating in Film Freeway platform is very amazing, and you are in top 100 film festivals.
Yes, yeah, that's to do that after we got into the top 100. I don't know if we're still there right now because I know it goes up and down, but after our first festival back in 2019, look, we just love what we do. We love meeting filmmakers from all around the world, whether it be with a feature film or a short film. And it's important for us to leave a lasting impression. Like the film itself, people make films that people we want to do that for a festival. And if people that are involved in this jump on our Instagram page, you'll see a selection of pictures from the festivals, and we really try, and it's very colourful, as you will have seen yourself, Bilal. It's very colourful, and yeah, it's a nice platform to bring people together.
Great. And your festival has any theme, or it is a general festival? Do you accept art genre, or no? Do you focus on any specific genres?
No. So for us, fusion is bringing together. It's the collaboration. We don't just want to be a horror festival or a feature festival. We accept documentaries. We have foreign language. We've had in the past, I know you'll probably get onto it, we have had Iranian films that have made their way to us. We don't look to single what we focus on because we just want to, cinema is broad. The only thing that we would look to have is obviously anything of a severe nature, which might be a bit too dark for the festivals, which obviously I'm sure you can imagine the sort of content I'm talking about. We don't want anything that's not right for an audience to be shared, and we've had some projects submitted like that, and they don't go down well with the initial jury, so they're not selected. But yeah, we cover all genres. We love all genres.
Okay, that's good. And for next question, can you tell us more about your selection and process, and the how you selecting movies to be a part of your festival?
Absolutely. So it's done over 2 tiers. Now, this is something that's very important for us, is a lot of festivals that exist don't seem to have that transparency where people know who is actually seeing the film. So through Instagram, we've got a lot of connections, but through Instagram, I've connected with some wonderful young and experienced reviewers who are part of our jury, which can be seen on our website. You can go to jury and you can see those are the people that are viewing films to determine if they're on the website and we've got others elsewhere, what films win the awards. In the first instance, we have another pool of people that will view the projects and will see whether they're good enough for the festival. Projects, we do accept some films which might be experimental or not yet the finished article, because that's important for filmmakers to learn. But we also need to check if there's a film and the colour's off or the sound level's off. So we have our first tier that check for those, and we often say, look, there's room to put some films through that might just need a bit of feedback. So that's the entry level, and those films are then selected, get viewed again to give them their nominations, and then from there, then we have another tier, which is our final jury. So for us, it's important to have the film seen and looked at by different eyes, because film's subjective. What I like, you might hate, and what you love, I might dislike. So you need to make sure films are seen with different eyes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, and do you have any prizes in your festival, or you just screen the movies and you let the movies go, or do you have any offer for filmmakers after screening, or any cash prizes, any other supports?
At this stage, and it's something, one of our intentions is to offer cash prizes to filmmakers. At the moment, we have a wonderful awards evening where we present some great trophies, and again, you can head to our Instagram page and there'll be some pictures of the trophies, which we think are very lovely. They glisten in the light. We have certificates as well, which we send via email for you to then print. And we don't have a photographer that takes all the red carpet photographs. And we've had films that have attended our festival through the support networks we have picked up for distribution. We have distributors attend. We've had films viewed, acquired, taken to the Cannes Film Festival. So that's a prize in itself. Over the years, I've built up a good set of connections which is able to support our filmmakers and anyone that wants to be part of the Fusion family.
That's great. So do you have any advice for filmmakers that can increase their chance in your festival, to be selecting your festival?
It's a tricky one, because you'd never want to tell someone to make a film that they don't want to make. I always believe the first question anyone should ask is, why am I making this film? And if the reason you're making that film is because it's a passion project, then great. But if it's a passion project that maybe doesn't have commercial viability, there's two lots of filmmakers. There's those that just love making stories because they want to spread a message. There's then those that make projects to be commercially viable to make money, because each film is a little business. And that's the side of the industry that I know well. I've learned about the two sides. So I would never want to say to people, we like experimental. We've had films that have been shot on a smartphone. So I wouldn't want to, and it's not to dodge your question, Bilal, but I wouldn't want to say to anyone, make this film, it's what's going to get in. Make the film that you want to make, not what I or festivals want you to make, because otherwise we're just going to be living our lives following a system which you have to have freedom of speech, freedom of creativity.
correct. Yes, yes, yes. That's a true story that many filmmakers only make their movies for festivals, and they lose their thoughts, and so their movies are how I can say that are pitchless. You know, they don't have any message or yeah.
You know, you're absolutely right. I've seen Steve, my business partner, and my festival colleague. We're lucky. Very often do we not see films which have got a wonderful message or a wonderful production value. It's the films themselves which tell a good story. And if there are a few filmmakers which are making projects which maybe are just to get into festivals, but that's what they're happy making. Some people want to make films they want to make money from. I've just seen actually someone's just asked them a question as well, which I want to answer if I may. Someone has just said, I want to know, is there any Iranian film that's participated? Now,
Yes.
I get email every day because I understand the sanctions with regards to spending money. I wake up every morning to dear sir, and obviously it must be so frustrating for Iranian and Persian filmmakers who want. Firstly, the person asking the question is from Çağlar Ertuğrul, who actually was an award winner. He's a Turkish actor who was an award winner at 2 of our festivals. We have had Iranian films that have submitted to us. Now, they were paying, and I don't know how they managed to arrange that, but we can't offer it to everyone. But we do have a small capacity to offer waivers. We don't do it all the time because we are inundated. But if there are any Iranian filmmakers on here, follow our Fusion page, and there is then the opportunity we might post in the future. A select number of fee waivers are available. So we've screened Iranian films. They're great. There's a film called Double, which is an Iranian film. The production's great. The sound levels are good. It's just this government sanctioning that is stopping wonderful art being seen. And if I could help in any way, obviously festivals need to survive, and submissions help with that. But if we could get Iranian films into more festivals, it'd be wonderful for cinema.
Thank you very much. I know that you were a journalist, and do you know Iranian cinema before you established this festival? Did you ever see?
So yeah, I'd started my career. So I studied film, as obviously you'd seen, and then I was a journalist. I was aware of Iranian cinema because of my studies in terms of seeing different films that are out there, but I've only fully understood the restraints on Iranian cinema now because of running festivals. And I've had, I think today, 5 or 6 emails. Dear sir, I'm an Iranian filmmaker. I wish to get my film into your festival, but because of payment sanctions, I cannot do this. Please help me. Now, we want to help everyone, but then we can't do that because that's not the way the world works. But yeah, I was aware of Iranian cinema, but not as much as I have been in the last 2 years with Fusion.
I hope so. So thank you for your information, and let me to skip to the next question. In your festival description, you wrote that you will provide an opportunity to meet like-minded individual and industry professionals. Can you explain how your festival can do this for filmmakers?
Absolutely. So our festivals are a week long, and our focus, our tagline is where creative minds meet. And lots of festivals operate and have different goals and objectives. For us, it's to create a friendly environment. We are there to welcome everyone in. I'm visible. When we're hosting our physical festivals, as we say right now, things are a little bit different. But I'm available and I'll be there to see everyone every day. And if anyone has a question, and we host networking events of an evening for filmmakers we'll buy everyone a drink and they can meet at the bar and they can talk and they can communicate. And we encourage that all day, every day. We have people from India meeting someone from Canada that never met before, but then they become inseparable when they create this bond. And with regards to the industry professionals, we then host panels. So we bring in distributors or marketing experts or video on demand, VOD platforms, or we bring in the film commissions. So we've had the commissions from Valencia, Poland and Brussels. They come to our festivals to talk about the benefits of filming in those cities. So we don't just want our festival to happen, people attend and go home. We really want to add as much value as possible to all filmmakers. It doesn't just have to be the director or the producer. It could be the composer. It could be an actor. And that's why we've got the good reviews, because we're doing it right, it seems.
Yes. Yeah, I know every festival that I have interview with them, they have some kind of connection, and they have some kind of passion to help filmmakers. They like to make connections, and they don't refuse any new relations or connection. And from this point, we can know that these festivals and these directors or programmers like to have a better connection and like to help filmmakers through their festivals. So yeah, you are very kind to have us, and this conversation is very good for us and for filmmakers. And for last question, about the coronavirus situation.
Yeah.
So what did you do for your festival, and how you facing this pandemic and this situation that we are we have in the world right now? Every festival I see have their own solutions. So I like to know what was your solutions? Yeah.
Of course. I mean, although they've made films about pandemics like this before, this wasn't in the script for anyone. No one was. I was supposed to get married in July, but my wedding was cancelled because people can't come together. So on a personal level, it's impacted me massively. It's then impacted the festivals, and it's impacted the lives of everyone that lost family members. We were able to host our first festival of the year back in February in London. And then shortly afterwards, that's then when from China, it travelled so quickly and has changed the world forever. Yeah. We were supposed to be in Valencia in May, but I made the decision straight away that we were going to postpone that event. And that event was then set for next month, October. However, Valencia right now still isn't a good place, and the world has a lot of healing to do. So We then had our Brussels event that was set for August, and we decided to postpone that event, and that won't happen until 2021. But what we're doing is taking our festivals online. We hadn't wanted to do this, Bilal, because we believe in bringing people together in a physical way. And back in March, when we made the decision to, okay, well, we're postponed to later in the year, I think the whole world thought it might be over in 6 months. But here we are, 7, 8 months later, and we're still fighting to find out what's going to happen. So for us, and to everyone involved in this, we are going to be hosting for our South Europe event free screenings, which will be available to view online via our website. You're welcome to watch them. We're going to be hosting free panels with industry professionals and networking events. I'll be doing posts on the Fusion Instagram page. Anyone is welcome to join. It's not just about the filmmakers involved in the festival. Art is needed around the world. So the way we've coped is we had to wait and see how the world was going to settle. And now we've made a decision that if we can't exist physically, we'll do this. We'll exist in a digital world. Everyone's got a phone, everyone's got a laptop. So this is what we have to do right now. Everyone sits with their phones in their hands. So this is the solution for now. But the plan is in 2021, we will begin again with safety measures in place to start with our North Europe event and really bring people together. As long as we're told we can. If things change again, we adapt again, as does everyone.
Yeah, it's a crazy time, and we must do our best to survive, I think. And so there is only one solution to fight and to go through and go further to have the chance for making movie and for screening, and the online screenings also is a good solution because a lot of audience can watch your movie. So thank you very much for joining us, and
thank you.
I hope to keep our connection, and thank you for your advice and your informations.
No problem at all. One bit of advice I'd give to everyone listening: if you're thinking of making a film about the coronavirus or COVID, don't do it. Everyone needs to be positive and upbeat. If people want to make films, make comedies, make happy films. I know some people are looking to make films about Christmas, make films about love, happiness, positivity. Yes. After the wars in 1917 and 1944, people were cheered up. People need comedy. People need positivity. Art is the greatest medium that we have to share, because art can be told in any language. I'm sure people watching this are from all around the world. We speak all different languages when it comes to our dialogue, but we speak one language when it comes to film, because a silent movie can cheer someone up. A film with different subtitles cheer something up. Yeah. So that is my parting message, which I know you like that one, but that's it. We speak one language, it's cinema. Love what you do, and it'll be our absolute pleasure to connect with some of you. And if you can reach out to us, say follow us on Instagram. I run our page. Drop us a direct message if you want any advice or help. And going forward, it'll be our absolute pleasure to continue our relationship with Cineport as well and support the filmmakers on this platform.
Thank you very much, and I hope to you receive more Iranian movies, and I hope to without the sanction subject. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much. Have a good night, and I hope to see you later.
Thank you. Take care, everybody. Thanks, Bilal.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. که همراه ما بودین. امیدوارم که در مصاحبه بعدی مجدد همراه ما باشید. ممنونم. شبتون